Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Today, 11 ways that my Filipina wife is my, get this, best friend. There are blank looks and rolling eyes when you tell some people you're interested in a Filipina and are hitting it off. Just imagine how they would react when you tell them that this Filipina is your best friend. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea, sit back, relax, and get information on many aspects of a foreigner and Filipina relationship. Comments would be great. Don't forget to get notifications for upcoming videos and click the word add to complete that process. Some people, they say a dog is a man's best friend. I hope I can show you how that is very limited. No one takes that seriously, do they? Well, I'll try to convince you here. I know what they're thinking. You're out of your mind. You might be smitten by her, but come on, you hardly know her, thinking back to the past. Well, we've been married for about 7 years now. Allow me to delve into this. How could my Filipina wife be my best friend? One overlooked way, to me, is that she is near. She's available. So I'll start with availability. And just to keep this from not being too long, I'll do this in a couple parts, maybe do 5 today and the rest of them another day. So availability. For one thing, it is not easy to find quality, sustainable friends these days. Looking back when I was single, it seemed like as soon as a friend of mine met a girl, he was pretty much useless as a friend. It was like having a girlfriend magically make the friend, disappear. Availability isn't the sexiest quality, and these are in random order, but this seems like a good place to start. It seems too often that good friends become acquaintances over the years, leaving a man to have to backfill a friendship. Many of the men seeking Filipinas feel unable to attract a woman from their country and fortunately realize the great value of companionship. It is worth not giving up on. In my case, it took 30 years of, 30 years of searching before I met her on the dating site Christian Filipina. A man has to put in some work to study profiles and communicate with Filipinas and even visit them, but what a relief it is when she is at his side. The man looking for a Filipina for the right reasons is looking for someone who will be with him for the rest of his life. My wife's work schedule has changed, causing us to have to adjust, but she's always my wife, and she will always be home with me. The days of praying, looking, getting rejected, and wondering if I will always be alone, they're gone. They're over. Being available each day helps her to be my best friend. That leads to the next way. My Filipina wife is my best friend. Companionship, I mentioned that. Again, I was 53 when I found my wife, and felt like I had been alone for 100 years, but not these days. Imagine going from agonizing over being alone to actually experiencing moments, where we just lie around. She's on Facebook, I'm Googling some things, simply relaxing. Being able to slip in some small talk or big talk along the way. Doing routine things together such as cleaning up after dinner, washing dishes, washing the clothes, running errands. But we are doing it for each other, we're with each other. And Netflix, one of my favorite activities with my companion and best friend. I realized there is or was this MGTOW movement, men going their own way, that attempted to glorify the single lifestyle or just, put down women for the things they have done to make having a lasting relationship longer because of easy divorce, and most of the divorces are initiated by women. But that's the MGTOW movement. Being single without romantic companionship, I think, requires a spiritual gift to live out. I can tolerate doing some things without my Filipina wife, but I most certainly don't want to be without her. Waited a long time for that woman. She was in the Philippines to furnish the house we built there, and for 2 weeks, a while back, I had to languish without her. I have strong feelings for her. That was the first time in 3 years of being married and together here in the United States that we had been apart. We really had to for that. My best friend is the one I can count on being with me even in the dark days. That's the next way. Let's talk about loyalty. I believe my wife is a loyal companion, not just someone who is there. We try to be good teammates, and that sometimes can be difficult with any couple, not to mention from different parts of the world. She won't be like my buddies who scattered as soon as they found someone. We have seen each other at our worst. It's only a matter of time before that kind of thing happens, but we are committed to making it work. That's one reason I value marriage, because you must try to work for solutions. Outside of marriage, you can always look for a better deal. On the other side, where the grass is always greener, anyone can leave at any time. No consequences. I grew closer to her during the dating process. Pursued her, got married, she arrived in America. It took a lot of work. There is a lot of incentive to make a relationship like this work. Loyalty also extends all the way to the end of my life. I kind of expect to need her even more when those days arrive. Another reason, she's my best friend. I need her. Many, many times I have told my amazing Isa that I need her, and it is a statement I will make until the day I die. I mean, when you attach yourself to someone in marriage for even just several years, you grow fond of them, I hope. I have developed very strong feelings for this little woman from Davao City, Philippines. Anything she does that benefits me, I appreciate. I need her help around the house. I need her help paying some bills. I need her help when I'm sick. I hope you will feel that way about someone one day, if you don't already. Sure, it comes back to hurt you now and then, because that person that you are the closest to tends to cause the most pain due to the fact they are living under the same roof, and you have certain expectations of each other in marriage. They're pretty high. A person can live alone and get by, but most of us have a need, I think, for a loyal companion. One can avoid the problems inherent and inevitable in marriage, but they also won't reap the rewards of it. Here's another way I need my wife that contributes to her being my best friend. Her touch. This is a biggie for me. I lived without this for so long. I simply can't conceive of not having it. I told her this was important to me before we married. It is natural to want to touch the person you love, the person you're grateful for, the person who is your best friend, who puts the life into living after all those years alone. She's the spice of my life. Whether it is simply holding hands in the middle of the night, sitting close on the sofa watching television, or making love, this is something I need. It's a great thing to count on this from my best friend, my Filipina wife. So I'll have more ways my Filipina wife is my best friend that I will reveal coming up in a second part right here on Love Beyond the Sea.